I made a list and I'm going to stick with it. So in this video, I'm going to compare the Behringer XM8500 dynamic microphone against the Shure SM7B dynamic microphone. These are two very different microphones, but a lot of people use them for the same purpose: podcasting, live streaming, and vocal recording. So in this video, we're going to run them through a whole bunch of different tests to figure out which microphone is best for you. Now for the setup in this video, both microphones are connected to the Rode PSA 1 Plus boom arm. Both microphones are connected to an XLR cable that goes to the Rode Rodecaster Duo. The Behringer XM8500 has 49 dB of gain. The Shure SM7B has 59 dB of gain. Neither microphone has any type of processing on it whatsoever. It's just going straight into the Rodecaster Duo, and you're hearing the dry feed straight from the microphone. Now, for best results throughout this video, you will hear the most nuance if you are wearing a high quality set of headphones. We always recommend that over a set of computer speakers if you're actually listening to a review or a comparison like this. Next, in terms of price, it will vary by region and season, but when we're comparing both of these microphones, what you need to know is that the Shure SM7B is more than 10 times the cost of the Behringer XM8500. If you are looking for current up-to-date pricing for anything that you see in this video, we have links down in the description below where you can find everything you see here from a variety of online retailers to make sure that you are getting the best price possible. Next, in terms of overall looks and first impressions, right off the bat, you can tell that the Behringer XM8500 is a handheld dynamic microphone. A lot of people refer to this style of microphone as a stage microphone. That's typically what they're designed for, but they do work well in podcasting and live streaming as well. In terms of a handheld dynamic microphone like this, the XM8500 actually does look good. It's blacked out, it has a nice black clip on it. I think it's as good as you're going to get for a handheld microphone. Next to it, we have the Shure SM7B, which clearly looks like it belongs in a broadcast, podcast, or live stream studio. You can just tell by the appearance that this is where it belongs. Looks do matter if you're recording a video podcast or a live stream, and that is something to consider throughout your evaluation of these microphones. Next, in terms of overall build quality, the Behringer XM8500 here is actually built pretty well for being only half a pound. These smaller handheld dynamics are built really well. It has an all metal body, it has a metal grill that doesn't have any movement in it whatsoever. Overall, it feels pretty solid. Now, in terms of microphone mounting, it's pretty typical for a handheld dynamic like this just to have a standard plastic clip. The plastic clip does fit it pretty well and it's easy to adjust. It does come with a 5/8 to 3/8 mic adapter with it as well, so it will work with your microphone boom arm or microphone stand no matter what you're using. Next, we have the Shure SM7B. The Shure SM7B does have an all-metal body as well. It's about 3 times the weight of the XM8500. Underneath the foam windscreen, there is a metal cage protecting the capsule as well. Aside from that, it does have a heavy-duty yoke mounting system. This is very flexible. You can take it off and invert it if you need to. As we head towards the microphone stand, you can see that the XLR output of this microphone is discreetly ran through the mount of the microphone as well. In terms of mounting the microphone, it does come with a 5/8 to 3/8 microphone adapter and will mount to any microphone stand or boom arm that you have. Next, in terms of specs of the microphones, I'm just going to quickly put these on the screen, but they are both XLR dynamic microphones with cardioid polar patterns. They're both end address microphones. The Behringer XM8500 has a frequency response of 50 Hz to 15 kHz, a sensitivity of -70 dB, and a weight of 240 grams. Compared to the Shure SM7B, it has a frequency response of 50 Hz to 20 kHz, has a sensitivity of -59 dB, has a max SPL of 180 dB, and it weighs 764 grams. Next, I'm going to quickly go through the frequency response here. I'm going to do this pretty quick. The Behringer XM8500 has a low roll-off here from 100 Hz down. This is pretty typical of dynamic microphones. It's relatively flat, but it has this big balloon here centered on 4.5 kHz. It then comes down, and then it has a second peak here around 10,000 Hz, and then it comes down after that. For the Shure SM7B, we have a whole bunch of information here, but the standard solid line here indicates the microphone with no switches on the microphone turned on. you can see that it's pretty conservative through here. The main highlight of the Shure SM7B is just how sculpted it is in the upper frequencies here. If you look at the dotted line here, here's what it looks like if you engage the bass roll-off switch, and this smaller dotted line is what happens if you have a mid boost. So as I just mentioned, the Shure SM7B does have two switches on the back of the microphone. The Behringer XM8500 does not have anything like this. The two switches will do a bass roll-off or a mid boost depending on what you want. I have another video up here where I do talk about all the switches in more detail. I think for the purposes of this video, I'm just going to ignore it because I think most people should be running the microphone on a flat EQ profile and then be doing their changes on an audio mixer or something like that after the fact. Next, let's take a look at the plosives of either microphone in a worst case scenario if I'm looking right at the microphone. Peter put peanut butter on his pineapple pizza. 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 And for a background noise test, this is what the Behringer XM8500 sounds like if you have a keyboard and mouse in the background. And for a background noise test, this is what the Shure SM7B sounds like if you have a keyboard and mouse going in the background. If you are recording a podcast, this is what it sounds like with the Behringer XM8500 if there's shuffling paper in the background. If you are recording a podcast, this is what the Shure SM7B sounds like if you have shuffling paper in the background. Next, this is what the Behringer XM8500 sounds like if you move this microphone throughout your recording. Next, this is what the Shure SM7B sounds like if you move this microphone throughout your recording. Next, this is what the Behringer XM8500 sounds like if you tap the microphone. Next, this is what the Shure SM7B sounds like if you tap the microphone or boom arm. Next, this is what the Behringer XM8500 sounds like if you add some processing with the Rodecaster Duo. This is the default dynamic microphone preset, which gives it some EQ, some compression, a de-esser, and a couple other things just to help you hear what the potential of the XM8500 is. This is what the Shure SM7B sounds like with the same default dynamic microphone processing. This is not the optimized Shure SM7B preset. This is the dynamic microphone preset, so it's a generic EQ, compression, de-esser, and a couple other things just to hear how the Shure SM7B sounds with the processing turned on. Okay, so now the processing is turned off for both microphones, so let's do a blind test. No, it's not the computers. The computers were fine, and the answer to the ultimate question of life, the universe, and everything is indeed 42. The problem is that nobody knew what the question was. No, it's not the computers. The computers were fine, and the answer to the ultimate question of life, the universe, and everything is indeed 42. The problem is that nobody knew what the question was. I think a lot of people are going to get the blind test wrong. The answer is down in the comments below. Now, I just finished editing everything so far so I could hear what you heard before I give my thoughts. I think overall, the XM8500 has no business being as good as it is. The Shure SM7B is 10 to 15 times more expensive than the Behringer XM8500. That is a ton of value for the XM8500. But let's go through it all. First of all, I do have a bunch of red flags I typically look for. Build quality, I'm not worried about the build quality on either one of these microphones. Plosives, the XM8500, if you're going to breathe directly into the microphone, you can slap a foam windscreen on it. That will help with the plosives. I think other than that, it is what it is. You're breathing directly into a microphone. So if you have good microphone placement, I don't think it's too worrying. 2, background noise. I think both of them did a really good job of background noise rejection. Very similar results, I would say. And the third thing that I typically look for is handling noise. The XM8500 was just a little bit worse than the Shure SM7B for handling noise, but I don't think it was so bad. I mean, we're talking 1/15th of the price. In terms of sound quality, I think both of them sound really good. The Behringer XM8500 sounded a little bit more open, a little bit more natural, and the SM7B definitely has more of that broadcasty dynamic warmth and smoothness that it's known for. But I think the whole conversation here is going to be one of value. So what do I recommend for you? I think it's really hard to go through the whole video that we just went through and come to any conclusion other than if you're on a budget and you don't care so much about looks, then get the Behringer XM8500. It's a no-brainer. It sounds really, really good, especially for the price. That being said, some people just don't like the look of a handheld dynamic on a podcast or live stream, and some people just want to own the Shure SM7B. So if that's you, then just get the Shure SM7B. But I think in terms of value and dollars per value that you're getting out of the microphone, it's obvious that you're getting more value with the XM8500 than the Shure SM7B. But that's not the only decision. Is the Shure SM7B better? It is better. Is it 15 times better? I think that's something that you're going to have to decide on your own. I know in a professional setting, you just want a bunch of SM7Bs. You don't want a bunch of XM8500s. And that's how a lot of people make their decision. But if you're a value buyer, get the XM8500. I hope this video has been helpful. If you have any questions about either microphone, please leave a comment down in the comment section below. If you want to see more videos, more comparisons, just let me know what you want to see down in the comments below. Again, if you are looking for pricing or specs for anything in this video, we have links down below. And if you want to see more videos like this in the future, please like and subscribe. Thank you for watching.